Ha! It works. Hey, hello everyone. Hello. Let me quickly, I need to grab something quick. There we are back. I hope everyone has an incredible day. We have something quite unique for today. So let me quickly, in the meantime, let me see if I find some. Welcome everyone for sure. So, the plan for today is actually a bit of a challenge stream. So hey Logi, and it's kinda, on YouTube you guys see the thumbnail, right? So this is basically the plan. Let me quickly, what would be the best solution to do that? So, essentially I can go here into the scene. So how does this work? Let me quickly also enter here like an image. So this is this one here, right? So we essentially have the opportunity for you guys to influence the stream in the sense that if anyone resubs or like on YouTube also resubs a channel member or whatever, we need to spin this wheel, right? If this wheel gets spun, like for example on, I think it's basically a random car, I have another same Wheel of Fortune for the car. So basically this is the plan, you know, and if you don't care essentially about, you know, spinning it, there are also those options below my face cam, right? So this is like a bit of a funny idea I thought we could do on Monday, just to like have a bit of, yeah, let's call it a bit more fun action, or just also not have a laugh, but I mean we will take that serious 100%, but just like a nice challenge, you know. It's basically an idea of doing like a bit of a challenge Monday essentially, you know, so where we have like those challenges, like we have no practice. So no practice means like we jump to an event instantly, you know, without doing laps before. We have last to first, so no quali, which hurts the most, to be fair, I think. But then again, random car is also pretty bad. But what's worse than random car is, of course, pick the car, right? Because you can pick the slowest car for the week. That's also not nice. And then what I also created is a minus one lap of fuel. So we need to underfuel our car by 1 liter, you know. So, but in order to do that, we need to calculate first, you know, how the fuel, or what amount of fuel we really need, you know, per lap or per race, and then it will be fine, basically, you know. So this is like a bit of the idea behind that. If anyone has any questions, feel free to pop them into the chat. But yeah. And we'll use LMU, of course, for that. So this will be quite funny, I think. And just so you see how this works, right? I click here on spin. And then essentially this will be now that you can guys pick the car. If that makes sense. Then you can also shuffle them like this, so they swap positions, you know. And if you are a bit unlucky, well, pick the car again. But for example, when I tested it out yesterday, it was like literally, or today, it was like last to first 2 times in a row. So I think this is like, bro, 3 times pick the car, of course, makes sense. But yeah. This is basically how it works. And I removed pick the car. I just add you pick the car, so it's a bit more clear. So basically that's the idea about it. But in the meantime, I actually need to start LMU. Is my wheelbase even started? No, I don't think so. So let's see how this will go. And Raidu, thanks for the follow, mate, much appreciated. Thanks for reminding me, actually I need to start stream elements. And Logi, welcome to the stream. because otherwise I don't think that. And I've actually activated, like, I think I fixed the sound alerts, but if it's not, then I need to see, you know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this new format. I think it's a bit, you know, cool. But yeah, let me quickly wheelbase to start. I just need to start the Simucube software. LMU, let's go. And guys, you won't believe how long I had like 3 thumbnail drafts, but at the end I think I cooked a bit, at least because the other 2 ones look pretty bad. All right, I don't need anything here. I just need to. I think I can start now. I need to start SimHub first. True, and LMU drive. Let me start this too. And then we'll see how this will go. Perfect. That's all loaded. And the only thing which is now left to do essentially is jump into LMU. Should we update? Let's just update it quickly. I mean, we didn't start LMU anyway, so we can might as well start, update the LMU drive. Let's see. Bam, it's finished. Yeah, perfect. All right. Them ultimate. Okay, we're starting it right now. I think we also don't have an update, so it should be all good actually. Nice. Okay, we're in the Sim. That's good. So I can swap it actually right now, I think. Yeah, perfect. Alright. No, I don't need tickets. So let's see, what races do we even have today? I think we have still Bahrain, right? This is the ones I look primarily to do because you can just do more races and it's just more fun. So I think we'll basically aim for this one. We have, yeah, quite some drivers already registered. So 144. I think that's actually our earliest stream so far what we did. Let me quickly, I need to, where is the input thing? I need to just select it again so it's working, you know, bam, there you go. Leaderboard 121,496 in the Corvette. Corvette looks giga. So I would say for the first one we'll do a test run. So let's go here. I just need to alt tab and let's see what our first race will be. All right. Where is it? All right, and we can deactivate the music for now. So the thing is, I don't really want to press it, man. All right, let's see. Please no last to first. Oh my god, random car, of course. That's not. Oh wait, I need to add it, but it doesn't make. I'll need to anyway just load the new file again. So let me quickly go in game again. So I load the file. I'm actually prepared in the stream. So here we go. There you go. So now this is basically the car options, and on those part, I think whenever we basically get like the Merc, also we just don't use the car in the next one if we get it again. So let's see. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, that's okay. That's okay. BMW could be worse, I think. Could be worse for the first race. Could be worse. All right. BMW is fine. It could be way worse. We even have a livery for it. Lol. Can I think I'm not sure if we have like if I have also a BMW lineup there, but I have, yeah. Nice. Okay, all good. Let's join the practice then and do some warm-up laps, but I need to first put on my shoes and fix my steering wheel a bit, because I have like the, what's it called? Not the rubber, but the grip tapes are basically a bit loose, so I need to fix them quickly, so I hope we still have enough time. It will be interesting to drive the BMW again, because it's been like months since I drove the car, you know, so this is kind of cool, I think. Let me see. Shoes are almost on, let's check. And then basically the steering part just takes a bit of time. So let me fix this quickly. Okay. This part goes up here. In the meantime, guys, let's just watch this BMW driver here. Maybe we can learn something. Who knows? I think the BMW will be at least a bit more stable than the Corvette, because the Corvette was really aggressive, you know? Like, properly aggressive. And I tried to start the stream earlier, so we just see how the internet, you know, develops essentially at this time. But I did a speed check before the stream and it was fine, so... Now we just take this tape, get around here, I think it should be stable. And now the other side, and we are done. The other side is actually not that problematic, I think. You just need to open this here up. Where is it? There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, and welcome everyone who just tuned in. I hope you had an incredible day. And we'll have some fun in today's special stream, so to say. Like, I think it's just basically last week's race reminded me a bit about how funny those, you know, like how cool the races are also to watch, where we have like, where we for example speeded in the pit lane, you know, and couldn't do quali, for example. Like, this is like they're pretty fun to watch, you know. And then we of course have then the normal streams, like where we I guess battle like more against the guys like Redwan and such. So, and as I said, the worst thing what can happen is the last first. But then again, at least it's, you know, fixed series, right? I was also thinking about maybe giving you the option, guys, to select an event which we need to drive. So let's say you say, hey, I shouldn't drive, you know, for example, fixed, if that makes sense, you know. But then again, it's a bit more tricky with the setup and stuff, because we still want to be somewhat in a window where we can control the car, if that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, we're done with that. Now it's time to put on the gloves. And yeah, welcome everyone. I'm a bit ill, so my voice is not like 100% there, but I hope it's fine. Alright. We have a bit of time, so I would need to get the fuel load, maybe. At least one lap would be nice. Let's take 40 on standard stuff here, I guess. And then we drive. Man, it's been a long time, I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit... Oh yes, the good old Simagic haptics kicking in. Nice. Alright. Steering wheel feels super heavy, funny enough. It's crazy. I'm wondering why though. I think I loaded the right profile. Yep. If you don't want to pass, then... But then again, when I'm turning... Or maybe it's just the BMW having that higher 4C pick. bro. But I'll double check because it's pretty crazy. Alright. See? Pretty weird. But I think the BMW is one of the cars which has a bit like of a more special for CPAC, if that makes sense. Crazy. Almost, yeah. And I'm literally not warmed up. Last time I drove the track was in our stream, you know. So, and this Gustav, thanks for the raid, man. Much appreciated. Feels like a bit that as if the not steering is off, but we'll need to double check. Maybe it's also I can reset the FFB, but I think it's still quite strong. So see, because it's the car's not turning in. This feels fine. I'm so confused. Let's actually drive off the line here. It literally feels like this is 9. Let me quickly check. Imagine we have the wrong angle, but it's the right preset. Hi ASK, wie geht's? LMU settings for feedback. Where is the controls for feedback? It's on 63. So this can't be it, I think. That's weird. Let's look into the setup menu quickly. That's super weird. So here it's also the normal, like I never changed this, to be fair. You can change the wheel range, right? But I'm maximum confused, not gonna lie. Let's see how this will go. Yeah, 63%. Yep. And in the driver 80%, so I'm basically running at, let me think, 20 newton meters and then 63%. That's basically like 12.5 newton meters of torque. Alright, this is fine. Let's maybe use 44. 3, 2, 1 is also okay. But man, I'm pretty confused. It's like ultra high friction, you know? Like now it's maybe, I'm not sure if it's different, but I guess we just need to play around with it and maybe get used to it. It's also of course unlucky that frag mich nicht, müsste ich vielleicht sogar mal ändern, damit ich weniger Clipping habe. Das ist eigentlich ein guter Punkt. Like or is the M4 just like this? Pretty weird. But yeah, let's just forget about it and just try our best here. Yo. Alright. Let's go. Let's see how this race will go. And no, this time we won't skip the pits. Alright. Welcome everyone. I hope you had an incredible day. And I also need to get some water because the voice is not that going not that well. Finally. Poor Baranians guy, man, has already stop and go. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not sure why, but in LMU I need to run so high for feedback. Like that's I think also why my tendons got like a bit irritated, or you know, or in like inflammation in that regard, you know, because when I drove the spa race with Ferris with only him, you know, driving so much with so high FLV over that long of the time, you know, it's pretty severe. Okay, let's go. I have to say the and the M4 rotates quite well on the throttle there in the high speed. It snaps just slightly. I think maybe the car needs a bit more GC actually. Yeah, I believe elbow it's true, right? So I need to see, but I just like the high force feedback as long as the, especially with loose setups, it's just easier to drive because you just feel the limit, you know, more. But yeah, whatever. Welcome, mate, to the stream. I think it's the first time I read your name, so let's see how the stream will go. Like for example here, that's the only part where I really feel the M4 not rotating. But this could be also just mid-engine car behavior, you know. And then on the exit, the heaviest part of the car is around and you have no issues again. But this is like what I really love about LMU, that every car feels pretty unique and has like unique strengths and weaknesses, I would say. For example, also I think you need to run a bit more brake bias than the lowest, just to have like a bit more stability. But for so far, I would say my favorite pick was the Corvette. The Corvette was really nice to drive. But we'll see about that when the first laps will be done with the M4 and pace-wise, you know. I think target is like 21s, if I'm not mistaken. That's weird. And this is what I mean, like the lap felt so bad, but it's still not that slow, you know. Yeah, I see. I can't brake as late as I can with the Corvette for sure. Or it feels like this. Ah, whoever, thanks for the nice words. That's always to, you know, read the names of the viewers to see who's watching, you know, and having some chat. It's always cool. 444, let me try 444, mate. But 444 is like... Yeah, see? And the rear steps out. So let's try ABS 9, 44, 5, and then... That should be fine, alright. Let's go. ABS 9, interesting. Look at our last corner. Let's have a look at the sector. So, first sector for sure, like half a second by the looks of it. And middle one, a couple of times. Last sector again. But let's see. Let's focus. I'll try to brake a bit earlier in this car here. Can't use the same braking reference point. Still, I'm a bit too late. And this is where exactly the different TC settings could come into play. You see like how the rear steps out there. So let's quickly adjust the TC to... Let's go 433. Let's see. P9 is the starting point for a nice race, wouldn't be even that bad. but I want to be a bit further ahead so we don't lose too much rating. And this is like, guys, when I thought about this video idea, I was like, should I use like a different LMU account? And I was like, no, this just takes out the excitement, because then it just, especially in the current state, it would just be a bit, let's say, the penalty will be less, you know. Raidu, it's LMU drive. It's crazy how different the braking points and the feeling of the BMW is compared to the mid-engine cars. Like I was so used to the I'm so used to Lambo, even Porsche, that this car requires definitely a different driving style, you know? But it's a fun challenge. A bit more deeply into the brakes. Nice. Maybe shift. Yes, way better. Let's go onto the brakes a bit earlier. Cut. Maybe short shift even to second gear. Nah. At least we are a temp up. This is like still a lot of lap time there to find, but we are getting there. You see, like, the main mistake is like I'm passing the apex with too much speed and I'm too late on the power. And I think this is also a nice way of you guys seeing how I need to adapt personally to the different cars. I mean, it won't be perfect, right? But I think still it's a really nice way of seeing, hey, I also need to adapt, and B, how I'm adapting, you know? For example, here again, way too late. It's quicker because the first step we've done was pretty slow in that corner, you know? But now we are essentially in the position, and we look at the... We are 2.41, right? So this will be a nice race to drive. 2.41. Fuel consumption wise, you know? Let's see. How much is this, guys? Yeah, exactly, Weather. And it's not like, maybe there are like even crazy talented people who can do that even more, but like, also if I didn't drive for like now 3-4 days, I need again a bit of time to get warm. So this is like exactly what I want you guys to show that. So how much fuel do we need? Let me quickly write into the chat. How much fuel? I'll just go maybe... What do you think, guys? 40 liters enough or not? 45 liters. Like this goes off? This is okay? 45 liters. Maybe too much, but it's okay.
Formation lab has started.
Should be fine, right? Like if 45 is in virtual energy, we might have just 50% too much fuel, but it's okay for the... Okay. Egal. Das sind jetzt vielleicht... Maybe we have like 6 liters too much or so, but it's okay. Let's see. Let's remember, this car is way different to drive than the Corvette because it has way more understeer corner entry, but it still snaps on corner exit. So let me quickly adjust those to 433 again. Then ABS 9 was way better, maybe also because front engine car, I guess. Could be a reason, you know. Let's see, P7, maybe podium is on the cards. 3, 2, 1. Never mind.
Green flag. Green
Okay, we have a really good start. Let's go 44.5, was quite good to see. Normally, what you can do on this track is actually, because everyone wants to defend the inside, you can go onto the outside and brake quite late. And then get a nice overtaking opportunity. We need to cut it here. See? This is what I mean. Everyone is so worried about, you know, getting past on the inside that they leave the outside so wide open. And this is something you can try if this happens, you know? Don't miss the breaking point like I did. And we are now in a good way for the fight for the podium, let's see. Van Brabant guy on P1 is already pulling away slightly, but let's see. We might have a nice fight for P2. Or depending on our pace, maybe you can even get P1. Well, first I need to figure out how to drive the BMW, actually. It's funny because on all those other sims I mained this car, you know. But right now, because we drove so many different cars besides the BMW, it's pretty fun to get used to this car for once, you know. It looks like the BMW ahead with the 31 is struggling a bit. But yeah, okay, maybe let's try to get him maybe on the next lap or in 21. Let's see. One flash just to say we are here. Well, the car feels great. Not gonna lie. I might send it already, to be fair, but oh no, it makes no sense to send it. Rather get a good exit, and then we can stay in the slipstream here and get him into turn 1. Funny enough, he has more slipstream, or top speed, which makes no sense, but bro, he just turns literally into us. Okay, 1.9. I mean, of course, this costs us a bit of time, but I think let's see what the pace of the leaders is and what we can do. A bit off track here. Alright. 2.1. The gap is enough to not get past, that's good. Let's see what is the pace from those guys. 20, yeah, okay. That should be possible, I think. We have like, for sure, 12, 13 laps to go. Yeah, no, I think second, I don't know. First gear could be quicker. You see, I'm losing so much time on the acceleration. Car's pretty stable though, not gonna lie. That's the corner where I'm struggling right now with the braking a bit, because the car just understeers quite heavily, so we need to try to maybe brake a bit earlier and let the car roll in slightly more. And we're getting closer and closer to the apex there. Okay, I think they also picked up the pace now. Like the BMW is quite quick. I think we have also quite a lot of time there, but still we need to just try to find it, you know. Let's now try in first gear. Yeah, see? Although our exit was worse, we were essentially able to not lose too much time, so let's focus. Was also better. Now I need to remember what I need to adjust here in this next corner. I also would say trail break lies. Mistake from Van Strellen. When we'll get there. 1.2, we just need to keep up the pressure and then let him do the rest, so to say. Well, also in order to do that we need to maximize our own pace, right? Because you see we are currently not driving on the level what the car can do. So that's our target now, to really send it in that regard, you know. Gap to behind, he's following us quite well. For example, there I'd like to cut normally a bit more over the... Interesting. I would have expected to be a bit quicker there. What do you guys think? Zweiter Gang? Okay, dann probiere ich den zweiten mal aus. Here, for example, we run too wide. That was the best exit we had so far, yeah. On the power, get the rotation done. Nice. Slowly getting there. I think it's also almost our first 21. With the Corvette we were like 22-0, I think. So we're getting there. 4 attempts also on P1, let's go. Slowly and steadily. For example, now I'll break myself quite heavily. Now second gear was good. I need to get used to the stability on the entry and the lack of rotation compared to the other cars. Yeah, looks like this is a corner where we are a bit quicker than the others because we are always gaining a bit of the time there. It's funny how aggressive you can go on the fixed set on the power and the BMW, but like, take my word for it, it's way more understeering. Initially, if you swap the cars, it's crazy. Let's brake a bit earlier. I still need to brake even earlier, Leute. I need to drive the corner a bit more wide on the entry. I was way too tight. One more flash, just to keep him posted. Nice braking. That was really good on under braking. Go, 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 go. 2 seconds. And if we continue our trend with 2-3 times a lap, we can even get P1. Let's see. Yeah, but the car is, for me personally right now, a bit less intuitive to drive because I was so used. Okay, merke ich mir. 2 times again. I don't think we can overtake him though. So tricky to drive. I really have a hard time like getting the rotation done. Still need to find like the key ingredient then, because you see, I lost 2 attempts compared to the other guy, and there is normally not really, you know, wear tire wise. Come, let's go. To the left here, and then maximize the rotation from the sand. Oh yeah, look how I outbrake myself here. Not good. That cost us like half a second. But yeah, head down, we still have 6 steps to go, so P2 is the target. And P1 too, but let's just get P2 first. We got a bit time back. Let's see, how big is this drop-off? We lost 1. We could have done still a 21, I think, if we get the lap together. Yo. This is like the strength. This could be really like the strength corner of the Corvette, by the way. If I remember the race we did last week, this was where the Corvette was just so intuitive to drive, you know. Here I need to be a bit more on the left side and cut the apex. Go, 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 Gregor, let's go. Okay, 3 attempts to P2. That could be a move into turn 1. I think we have slightly more top speed. I'll make a bit earlier. See, earlier braking is basically, when I say this, is like compared to the Corvette. Because literally, the BMW Rise was the perfect braking point. Alright, let's just stay in the slipstream. Stay in the slipstream, stay in the slipstream. We scared him so massively. Let's see. I think he'll break himself, let's see. Nice battle. Go for the switchback again. Oh no, the train comes from behind. 6 attempts. Dangerous territory. Break earlier. Never mind, the BMW from behind is coming. It's a nice battle. He does it really well because I can't break like this special late braking by Bubble. The special braking what I do in the other cars doesn't work with the BMW because it just understeers so much under braking, you know. Well, it could be also just that the fixed setup is not that well for me in that regard. I haven't... Yeah, Flymania, it's mega to watch, right? It's so much fun. And so fair. Go, go, go! Nice exit. Oh my god. The problem is... I might need to send it because of the P4 BMW. Let's see. See, good that I sent it, because otherwise the BMW would have went for it. And now we have a bit of a gap to play around again. I need to really get used to this rotation. It's so different to drive. Fine, let's focus. One flash, just to say we are there. Oh, he braked. Or was that a pressure brake? Yeah, he scared him a lot. Even first gear. Now we are finally in the No, bro, I'm driving so tight, there is no room for you. That's what I mean. Look how late he can brake, and I have like a bus. Switch back. I'm still there! BMW power! Oh my god, the guy from behind comes. A bit of rubber banding. Oh my god. Well, I think it worked quite well. Did he kill him? Looks like the other BMW, that move was so important. I think it was fair, we just had a bit of door-to-door battle, you know. But yeah, nice battle. Crazy. What a first race to start with, but we have one more. Oh my god. I was like, yeah, that's the finish, but we have one more lap to go. So we need to head down and focus. Gregor, you have a bus, you need to brake earlier. And that's basically how you need to drive this corner in the BMW. So unique. But this is what I mean, like this excitement about swapping those cars with this challenge. It's so cool. Because you really need to adapt, and it makes you at the end a better driver if you adapt quicker, you know? FMF. What do you mean FR cars? Front engine, or what do you mean? But this is like a car I would recommend you to start from. This is like a car I would recommend everyone to essentially start with because it's almost spin-proof, you know. That makes sense. Sorry guys for my voice. Let me see. That was so cool to drive, guys. So cool. Oh my god. All right. How much fuel were we too much over the line? Do you guys remember? Something okay. I started with the BMW as well. I've been in the Porsche for yeah. The BMW is pretty easy to drive. I think that's the good part. I mean, there's of course quite some time to find, right? But yeah, it is what it is. Let's register. Okay. Next season online champ VMS going to 6. Yeah. All right. Let's go quickly off. Let's see next challenge, guys. We need to spin the wheel. We need to spin the wheel. All right. I need to quickly grab some water because my voice is almost gone. That was not good. That's what I call, guys, cable salad, you know? Massive cable salad. Like this. That's fine again. Alright. Let me drink something quickly. So BMW is now out of the equation, I would say. If we pick this. If we get again random car. But let me quickly go in-game. I need to load the other wheel profile. Open from file. What do we do? Exactly. Perfect. So we are here back. So I hope we don't get last to first, to be fair. Although random car, we got massively lucky, to be fair. Like any other car besides the Corvette would be also hard, like. So let's see. No practice would be basically a win for sure. Last to first would be funny because I think even with last to first I would stick with the BMW so we get used to it. So random car. You have the odds are not that bad, I guess, but still, but pick the car's the worst one, to be fair. I think. Also one lap less fuel. It's a bit challenging. But yeah, let's see. I'll close my eyes and press. I won't look. Hey, no, not again! Ah, come on. That's so random, honestly. Meine Güte. And the BMW is excluded, right? We said. Man, the odds are 20% against 80, right? I think. Oh, come on. Alright. So remember, BMW, I can even delete it here, unfortunately. Let's see. Please no Merc. I never drove the Mercury. Give me Aston just one more. Nice. Okay, at least I drove the Aston once, so it's the Aston. I don't know how good the car here is at all, like crazy. But register in the Aston. Yes, yes, yes. Come on. I have literally no idea. Do we get even up rank? Let's see. Yeah, guys, we got 2 positions up. Whatever. Imagine you just pick like a really bad one. Oh my god, that would be so. McLaren was a really bad one. But didn't we have damage like with the McLaren, I think, back then? It's funny. Let's see. Let's see. Guys, I started the stream earlier, right? It's now not even 3 p.m. Close to 3, right? But you have already 410 people driving. This is crazy. I have literally no idea about the Aston. Honestly, that's crazy. Is it even worth to join the practice? Let's have a look at the leaderboard, because I want to see where our sectors lag. I have a rough idea, also of course with tires at the end, but still. So it's basically a 1, 6, 3, and still a 0. Okay, so I think we mainly lost the time in the first sector, actually. Yeah, lol, it's really only the first sector, huh? But it makes sense, I didn't feel confident there. The 1/10 and the middle sector is easy. Last sector too. It's funny, like I have to really say the BMW feels slow when you drive it, but it's not that slow in lap time. Does it make sense? It's pretty weird to explain, but it's really like that. I'm pretty surprised, I'm not gonna lie. Ja, sollte passen. Ja, ich glaube, der ist gefixt, ja. I mean, you guys remember, when I started the first race, the first lap in the M4, I was like, the steering feels so weird. Yeah. We can join. Let's go. Join event. And sorry for my voice again, you know. It's, yeah, special. But I was like, man, I couldn't stream the weekend, so let's at least do one today. And it's only 14 days till DSL internet. So then we can even stream in the evening and do some championships, guys. Some championships. For the first time in 2 years, I can stream in the evening, maybe. But fingers crossed. So I guess we keep ABS 9. Let's just do the same TCS and the BMW. And then I'll just go 44 on the brakes. Someone drives against the wall in the pit entry. I heard that. Who was that? If anyone has any experience with the Aston, just write a message maybe into the chat, because I think we are the only one. Yep. We are the only Aston. Crazy. Let me think quickly. But less fuel for sure. Aston feels, I would say, I think it's really the front engine FFB, basically, to be fair. At least this is the feeling I get. Yeah, Vodafone cable right now, yeah, man, nightmare of my life. But that's still different. It has its front engine characteristics in the force feedback, but it's still, maybe you have a bit more mechanical front end here in the setup at least. Let's see how S feels better than the M4 on the outlap at least. We can say that because we have tire warmers also, you know, just so you know. I was scared for one moment, but let's go. We are number 1 again, mamma mia. Proper challenge. I have to say though, this random car thing is quite a nice experience to try out different cars. Because it forces you to, you know? When would I pick like this car on purpose? Never, to be fair. Nice. Alright. Frames are fine, internet is fine, I am fine, perfect combo. Never mind. This guy has some serious torque in the lower gears. Maybe we need even 444. That was crazy. Look how it rotates on the power. Like, if I would need to guess, I wouldn't say it will be slower than M4, but you never know until you see the lap time, you know? Because, like, driver characteristics-wise, it has definitely some potential. Well, let's see. Like, I break same point as the BMW. And the car is definitely more front end, but this was like 6 kph slower. Better. Vati. This is funny, sorry. Daniel Abt style, you know. If you guys will know, you know. Man, the hair cam! Okay. This is pretty weird. I need to fix it. You see my eyes. I'll fix it after quali. I'm wondering why it was fine for the first race. Alright. First lap is anyway not that great, so let me park the car here quickly. Try to fix this a bit like that. And I hope it's fine now. I'm also wondering why it shakes, because normally it shouldn't even change. Maybe I need to glue, like, take some tape or so and fix it. But yeah. I guess that's one to remember. And yeah. Alright, let's break at the 100. Yeah, personally, with this setup, I have Van Brabant again. That was like, of course, special warm-up, right? 33.7. Could be quicker. Hope so. I guess we have a 6 gear to use. Let's see. Brake at the same time as in the BMW, maybe even later. And look at that. Yeah, I see. I know how I fix it. I think it's because my monitor stand is slightly touching the rig, and with the wheelbase shakes, this happens. Hey Matrix, how do you like the hair cam? I'll fix it though. Don't worry. Just need to get a decent quality lap together. Understeer. On throttle there, BMW was slightly better. Man, I'm really worried about, like, sector times are not that great. That's a 20 too high at best. Too late. Yeah. By the way, what's the fuel consumption? It's less than the BMW, right? Or a bit more? Short shift works in this car, I guess? Looks like it. Well, braking point maybe not. Pretty weird. Matrix, oh my god. Thanks for the prime. Let's see what your spin will produce in the next race. At least I have now one hand that I can fix it slightly. Ah, I see the problem. Yeah. I see the problem. Okay. One more lap. One more try. Let's go minimum brake bias and send it. My god, that's almost the last to first. Yeah, this car is slow. I mean, our lap was bad, but still. Let's focus. That TC is a bit too low, I think. We might need even more TC. Okay. 1.5 times down from P1. We need more. .544 looks better for sure. Half a second. The middle second was not that bad, at least. And I have one more time there for sure. I was 10 kph below what the car can do. Not good. But at least we got half a second still. Alright, P11. Holy shit, this race will be fun. How much fuel, guys? Fuel consumption is, as I said, 2.4. 2.4. What do we think?
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race
Let me
start.
fix that quickly. Like this. That should be fine now. How much fuel, guys? Forehead. Hey, Cryptic mate, how are you, mate? Okay, dishwasher is also finished. You just heard the peep sound. What do we think? How much fuel? 40? Is 40 fine? Guys. Yeah, I can't do the maths right now. It should be fine, I think. Let's try 40. Maybe it's even less, but we work 40.
Formation
Never,
lap
right?
has started.
Is it really 44? Oh, yeah. This will be funny. We can save the fuel for sure. But it should be fine. 16 laps is 2.49 push. It should be good. I think we'll be fine. Izzy, if I'm honest, it's... Bro, what are those liveries? You never see them if you just start a bit further in the back, you know? Aston normally has good top speed.
Green flag. Green
Not the best
flag.
reaction. It has a lot of torque and a slow speed, which I need to get used to. Can we do a strategy again? Maybe it's just the inside strategy. Or let's just use him as a rocket ship. Exactly like this, exactly like this. And then we stay on the left here. We are the tank. Oh lol. I take the start. I mean, 440. That was a Giga start, but I think we need to defend more this race. I have a bit of a damaged car, but... it's again! Man, this camera makes me go nuts. For some reason I dropped it like it's a Logitech Extreme Cam, you know? I have a fix to it, I just need to start my other cam, so I might do this after this one. For now, you need to see my emotions by my eyes. See here, like the last part of the rotation is a bit sketchy. Cryptic, do you use ABS 6 or 9? Yeah, that will be hard to fix during the race. Let's see. Here, slow speed, it feels like it has a bit more rotation. But yeah, we have enough fuel, I think. I want to get the Merc. He's not that rapid. Understeer! The Merc should just allow us to get close. 6 and 10, 1 and 2, okay. Yeah. Finally a nice minimum speed. Okay, now, yeah. 4-8 gameplay, dummy, exactly. Fully on purpose, of course. Kappa. That's the win cam, you know. Just the eyes. And welcome everyone. And thanks again for your Prime Matrix. Even purple middle sector, who would have thought? Let's see, Marchese is still quicker than I expected, but let's see. I missed the apex by country mile. We have 12.5% of damage though. Yeah, so what's the sectors? First one's pretty bad. Let me try second gear here. That's better. I need to shift up the car earlier, I think. Yep. I'm revving it out too much, as you see. Same here. Let's go. Nice. Slipstream. Good earlier. That was better. Nice 0.5, but still more lap time to go. Especially last sector, like middle sector was 0.58, right? So yeah, we still have some time. That was better. That was a really nice exit. Man, the Merc, I'm using 544 so far. I'm not sure if it's good or bad. It's easy to drive for sure. But I think it cuts too much in, as you see. Aston Power! Let's go! Rotate, please. Please rotate. I think we can have him now. Turn. Nice touch on the rear. Bro! Did you hear the sound even from the contact? Yeah. Like this guy just completely sent it into our rear. I mean, I have now more rotation in the high speed, I think. Never mind. Let's take the cut. We need to escape him. Let's see how much quicker TC slip on off is. Nice, they fight. It doesn't even feel that bad, by the way, Cryptic. No chance. Maybe we can park the car, Kappa. Yeah, thanks Cryptic for the tip. It's much better, by the way. Sector is still... First sector, it's pretty bad. Oh, I think it's also with my driving. Like the SM requires some certain driving. Like, look how much just the TC gave us. Look at this. That's purple middle sector. Not that bad, actually. If we get just the last sector now, we have quite a decent time. Yeah, like literally Cryptic just because of you, free lap time. Thank you, bro. Hey! So we have like what? At least a 10th in the first sector, right? Let's see. I'm too tight there. If I get the line more open wide, I have a massive first sector actually. There's like 2 more attempts in this car even. In the first sector. Ah yeah, damage, true. Yeah, I forgot about the damage. At least balance-wise, it doesn't really impact us, you know. I always forgot to shift up earlier. Driving wise though, guys, I would sign it, Aston feels better than the BMW around this track. Like, it's a bit more balanced setup wise, it doesn't have like that much understeer. I need to be a bit more aggressive there on the entry. Do I have a bit more brake bias left? Yes, I have. Let's see, with the 43 bias, we should have less of the understeer there. Understeer, ABS. That was okay. I need to open it up though more because my exit is too tight. If I can straight line my exit slightly more, I will be in for a nice lap time. But yeah, Aston or BMW are pretty nice beginner cars, I think. Like they are so stable, especially in the fixed series. You won't do anything wrong with them. Like look, even here where I was like pretty on the edge, I couldn't lose the car. I mean, from the theory, yes, right? I brake too late. See? And I think what those cars teach you really well is to not brake too late. Because if you brake too late, you get double penalized from this front engine cars, you know. Like I'm still struggling to brake here in time, you know. Like this was now a proper wide angle. And watch this exit now. Easy. Really good. Although we lost so much time. Which GT3 for league season? AK, it depends on the championship and on the tracks. Which tracks do you drive? Should be green. Whoa. Yeah, I guess so. This is how you need to drive this corner. You need to attack the curb a lot. This will be our best last sector, I think. Let's see. Yeah, 3-2-0. I think a 0 is pretty rough, but then again we have the damage, right? So. The best turn one so far. Nice. Almost a 0.5. DCT Mars, my cam just moved up for some reason. I'll adjust it later in 5 minutes. Maybe you can even use third gear actually in this corner. I need to try it out. No, it's not on purpose, mate. Believe me. I mean, the car is for sure slower, but it's good to drive. Like for if you are a bit off, it doesn't matter. Just drive this car maybe. Let's see. I'm not sure if moving to the left there is even quick, to be fair. It's like the car brakes worse. I was 1 meter off the apex. Yeah. New camera position. Oh my god. I was too stuck. I was like too safe with the TC. We need to be worrying now about the BMW behind with those mistakes. Hey. Hey Jimmy! Yeah, forward cam, it's because the Logitech cam just went up for some reason, but I will adjust it after this race. Oh my god, I forgot to brake. Alright, it's still fine. See, like if I go down with the camera. Oh my god, now you have... Ah! I fixed it while driving. Let's see how long it holds. Turn car, please. And he almost spins us. What a legend. Meine Güte, what is this car doing? No rear end, but I think he won't catch us because we have too much damage maybe too. Let's see. Man, I have so many oversteer moments, it's crazy. But now I need to defend inside. It's holding, funny enough. Yeah, no room for you, bro. Turn! What a bus. It's also a bus car. Why are they all not intelligent? Like, bro, I'm defending the inside, just go on the outside. It is what it is. Yeah, a bit. Yeah, Jimmy, right. Quite funny. Yeah. Come on. Good exit. That's important. Yeah, nice. Now I still need to defend one more time though. Let's see if he learns from his mistakes, because it will work the same way. You don't overtake like this on this track, it doesn't work. Why don't they learn from this? Like, if you have the normal layout, then you can overtake like this, but not on this one. Man, he watched too many YouTube shorts from Red One, I already see it. Les Special or whatever it's called. At least he also... Someone pushed me off onto the rear. He's parked in! He's slotted in! Oh my god. What a finish, guys! Forehead chill is back! Ay ay ay, what a race! Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let me see how I can fix this. What a race. This needs to be like this maybe. Yep. Like this, guys. Now it's fixed. That was a nice race. Let's watch this quickly. We should have a bit of time there, I think. Holy moly. Oh my god. Let's watch this actually from this guy. We'll do a bit rapid, you know, so... First of all, watch our defending masterclass. Yeah, it's him. That's... Like, watch. And this is like a typical, like, you see, he's going on the brake or lifts the throttle. That's way too uncommitted, like you won't be able to overtake like this. Yeah, exactly. And then I'm not stupid, I will just cover the inside here. BMW drives into the rear. And then we almost lost it there. He also. Yeah, he emphasized on he tried, you know. Now watch this. I'm just, yeah bro, I'll keep my inside. Now we need to get it actually into this view. Watch this. I'm just like, yeah, that's my inside. Squeeze him a bit. He goes for the inside. And almost 3 wide for the podium. Imagine this, like, holy shit. And I tell you, if we wouldn't do those challenges, this won't be like, we would just basically drive away almost. So I think this is like a really cool way of, you know, doing those challenges. And I think we still gained some rating. Let's see how is the next looking. Alright, so Matrix, because of your submate, let me quickly adjust it. Let's see. We go into our Wheel of Fortune again. Yeah, Chef Kiss, exactly. Boah, my voice is literally almost completely gone. Alright. Let's spin. That's your challenge matrix for you. No! No. Oh my god, no. Nice. Yeah. GG. You know, this is Alan drives too. What car do we drive? BMW or Corvette? I take the BMW because it's more like a tank. Oh no, wait, no, I need to overtake more, so I take the Corvette. Bro. Do those upgrades like McLaren did to make Verstappen away from their cars, yeah. Oh my god, man. Bro, you can't make this up. At least we gained some stuff in the 2 other races. if you see that we have the opportunity to do this, you know, so at least we have that. All right, I'll go quickly to the toilet after I join the practice because I need to get something for my throat. And then we will see. We will spectate the quali because thanks to Matrix we have no quali. Well, that's the best Prime sub invested, I think. Oh yeah. But that's like I really enjoy this type of stream, like with the Wheel of Fortune or Wheel of Challenge or whatever you want to call it. Let's see. Where are we actually? Okay. It's basically mainly the first sector here. Even 2.5 temps, right? Almost 3 temps. That's so weird. Let's say 2 because Minaya only does, but still. Pretty confusing. You got this. I'd say choose your best cars. Yeah, exactly. So that's why we took Knight. Welcome to the stream, Knight. We took the Corvette because it's a bit easier to drive the first section, and I can brake a bit later, I think. But adjusting now back, it will be again. But that's also part of this challenge, right? Just to work on your adjustment skills, you know. So I'm happy. I will get there, but still. 19 seconds. Yeah, hey mate, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I think we had some cool races today. And by the way, as you're new, that's not my normal voice. I'm a bit ill and I have a sore throat a bit, so yeah, my voice is a bit hurt. Yeah, it should be now. Let's go. It's not the one we need to. For one moment, I was confused. Like, oh, please don't join the prototype stuff. But yeah, let's join the event. Oh, nice, man. Have a good breakfast, mate. For sure. All right. Let's join. Ah, Sam is in the split. You can watch him. He's crazy quick. If he drives out now. He didn't even join. Lol. Is anyone driving? Nice livery, I guess. So yeah, we'll be right back, guys. Quickly to the toilet. Alright. I'm back. Voice almost improved also again a bit. Let's see. It's good that we are not number 1, by the way. It gives us a bit of margin. All right, who's trying out? We have, where is Gaskell? Guys, come on, let's give Christian a bit of free coaching. Interesting. That's his outlap anyway, so let's don't judge. Unlucky DT. Let's see. Can we see his TC settings? I don't think so, right? But I want to stay in this view because it's a bit easier to judge if he maximizes the track or not. Because I think... yeah, okay. And that could be also that you only open up the corner. So let's see. Okay, now he goes to the left. He's braking quite hard. He's too much in the... Maybe he outbrakes himself, but... he needs to drive a bit more around the ABS, I think, in them 4. And that's a bit of a too shallow angle. Like, he needs to be a bit more to the left initially and don't point the car completely to the... from the inside to the outside. Because then you make the corner a bit, you know, less tight. Let's see. Okay, he's braking. I can maximize the track there a bit more. Here also, like half a meter to the left. It's good though that he stays here on the left side, but he can drive a bit earlier to the left and open up the corner more. Because that's easily a 10th here in the left to right. And here again, by the way, he's... Yeah, you need to brake into the ABS, but you need to be in time, you know, out of the ABS, because otherwise you just understeer too much. Especially like in the first gear corners where you brake like really long. You don't want to have too much brake pressure when you have too much steering angle, because then you just understeer. And like if you look at his lap from the outside, it doesn't look too bad. But the devil is in the details here. Like you see really well. It's a 22.2. It's a good lap. But still like 6 times off, right? And that's what I mean. Now he's a bit more out of the ABS, but is it quicker? Not that much. Why? Because he was now under the limit on the brakes, right? So what you've seen right now is the typical thing of overshooting a corner, losing slightly confidence into braking late, and then you start to brake too early. And that's exactly what you've seen here. And here on the right side you can brake on the curb, which gives you like a nice entry, right? So he has like half a meter left here, and then here again. So he has like 1 meter of more space in total left, and this is like again 1/10 in this corner, you know. And here I said too, he needs to use the sand a bit more on the left side to open up the corner, half a tenth, 1/10 easy there. Here again, he's just 5 kph below the minimum speed what he needs to achieve, or just again a tenth, you know. So you can say in total he's like losing 1/10 each corner maybe. And here again, watch. He has half a meter left of track to cut, so he has good driving mechanics in the sense of how he's going on the power. But he needs to work a lot on his timing, you know, it's like in the details. And then he will get below 21s. Like easily. Because if you watch now Sam, for example, watch him now. It's a perfect, you know, example. Look, brake, 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 out of the ABS in time. He's trail braking way better. On the power. He cuts the now watch. Here maybe he has also this tendency to brake essentially too much from the inside to the outside. So maybe there's even more time for him. if you're able to bring the car slightly over, like half a meter. But now, look. See? He's fishing for every inch of the track. Like he's really taking... Here again, you see the difference immediately. Like he really tries to get all the track available. And it doesn't look that much different, right? But those, like here, look, off the throttle, using the sand to rotate the car and back on the power. And this is why he's so rapid here, quicker than Kleine, for example. You see? Here again, you'll see it maximizing the track again more. And here, a bit too late under braking, like you see also in the Delta. But all in all, I think you see quite easy where Sam is quicker than Kleine. And yeah, it's only half a second, but you see it's like 1/10 a corner. The longer the track, the more it will also be. Now watch him again. Look, braking, 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 braking. Now he had also to do a correction, but that's okay. I didn't cost him too much time. He cuts a lot here over the look. See, and now he brought the car slightly more over to the left, reduced his angle, and look at this Delta. Instant green, half a tenth, which is a lot at this level. And this was all because of his position on the entry. This half a meter he could get to the left side was the reason he got this time. Now look again, maximizing the track on the right side. Slightly too late under braking. Maybe he will lose some time, but yeah, it equaled out at the end, I think. See, like really well done here again. Let's see here. Can he get the apex speed right? See? 5 kph, what I've told you, he's up above Kleine. You know? Let's see here. Can he get the cut on the apex? Was a bit better, but there's still more speed, or no, more track width he can cut on the apex. That will be easy 0.6, I think. But yeah, it was a good lap from him. Guys, how much fuel do we take? 40 liters again, I guess, right? I need to look at actually on Delta, maybe. Or on Instagram. What Luke used again.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
But first, let's go with the fuel. I think it was 40. Okay. Let's see here quickly. Okay, ABS 6. It will be too much fuel, but it's okay. So 4-3 off.
Formation lab has
4-3 off,
started.
okay. 4-3. Let's see. Luckily, because of our entry, we're not even last. Let's see. Yeah, Matrix, this race is for you, right? Let's see what the fate brings us. Yeah. No worries, Alan. Thanks, bro. Yeah, it's quick 21.6. I still need to get a bit more used to the track, I think. And I was like, my reaction times were something else this time. Ah, okay. Into the sandwich. Okay. Stay tight. Oh my god, 3 wides. Let's go. 6 positions. What a race start, man. Holy shit, that was perfect. Now let's continue this trend. I'll brake late now here on the outside. That's good. P1 goes wide. And oh my god, he's re-entering. Porsche shouldn't. We need to shift up a bit earlier. I'm here, bro. I'm here. Please don't move under braking now. I had to lift, otherwise would be dead. Nice P11. He will send it into the inside, I think. No! We're dead. Oh, nice, bro. He spun us. He spun us. He spun us. I think our rear axle is broken completely. Like, this guy was just a really intelligent driver. I think we have... How's the rear looking? Yeah, man, it was so good. Like, there was literally Leclerc of yesterday. But I think we still can actually get some... At least it's both axles. It's still drivable, so let's see. We won't give up. I think I just need a bit more TC to get the traction back. But this is like the funny thing, right? Those people, they just... His send there was way too aggressive. Like... I never I thought he would still be so slow there, to be fair. But it's okay. We can still get P10, I think. Don't give up. It's so much easier to drive than 4. The most important part is I don't have a skewed steering wheel, you know. Okay, nice, we got one position. So basically where we started, that's good. And now we just... we caught actually a lot, let's see. Man, this is where it gets dangerous. I think I need to also increase this brake bias. Because the rear suspension is just so broken that we essentially lose quite a lot of speed on the entry, as we need to brake a bit earlier. Like, otherwise, as you saw, I lost the rear. But this is where we can gain a lot of time here. Because here it doesn't matter that much. I hope we don't have that much top speed loss, but it looks like we could have. Well, we did a 23.2 last lap with a mistake, so come on. We won't give up. They're side by side there into turn the next corner. Come on. Let's go. That's fine. For a second we can also do point 3. No, you hear my voice, right? I mean, to be fair, for suspension damage, that's an okay schlep time. To be fair. Let's go. P17. Bro, oh my god, he's driving wrong. We need to get him as quick as possible. Let's go. And thanks for all the likes on YouTube. Oh, he's driving so bad, holy shit. Okay, friendly reminder to us, we need to brake even earlier than I think. P8, 9, 10 are fighting as hell. That's good. And we have still like 10 laps to go, I guess. Okay, let me think quickly. Still a lot of positions to gain. We can make it work. I just need to not lose any time behind those guys. I know Corvette is really good here, at least on fixed. It's also not that hard to drive in my opinion. Okay. Let's see, what is the pace from the guys? Ahead. Yeah, we are half a second quicker. At least. I just need to get the lap right. Let's go. What's our tires? Yeah, we killed them a bit when with the spin. Oh yeah, what's going on? Okay, P13 is not quick. P13 is really parking. Crazy. need to pass them as quick as possible. And welcome, slingers. Funny how slow they are in the mid corner, you know. Now BMW top speed. I'll need to send it. Nice. Yeah, the Merc is the anchor, maximum, man. Maximum correct. What? So useless. So useless. Yeah, slingers. He will go again. Oh, he's smart. Problem is with the damage we have no top speed, so I need a side draft. Bro, this Merc is pretty. And what was that? Nice server desync. Nice grip. It's 4 PM, so internet no should be normal. It's also fine. Yeah. That'll be a fun race till the end. All right, let's keep going. I don't get the synchronization issues. Internet is way fine. And now it looks like we have frame drops, right? Alright guys, if you want to watch the ending of the race, just go into the YouTube channel. I will stop the Twitch stream, just so you know. So below the stream you'll find the link if you click on the YouTube icon. So I'll stop the Twitch stream for now and just go into the YouTube one. Should be better now. All right. Let's see. Let's see, let's see. Lol. Porsche that. Hey Oliver. Ja, sorry für die Stimme. Vodafone Kabel-Internet heißt es. Lol. Ay, sorry, that was my mistake. That was on me. And let's keep focusing. Lol. Why are they all spinning? How are we now P10? I'm so confused. Crazy. Huh, let's go. Yep. Harry, no DRS. Come on. Shit. Lost the rear. No chance with their damage. Ah, unlucky. Oh my god, my voice is completely broken. Alright. I need to say now like this. I think we'll stop the stream here. My voice is completely gone. So yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you liked the new format. And I see you in the next stream. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the follows. If you can leave a like on the YouTube stream, that would be giga. And yeah, speak to you soon. Bye bye. Yeah, crazy right, crazy right. And yeah, bye bye.